It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Minnesota Vikings and the Seattle Seahawks. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Thanks for joining us, everyone. With my partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. And like so many matchups in the NFL, Brock, our focus goes right to the quarterbacks in this one. Both of these guys, players who've been around the league now for some time, they've definitely established themselves as veterans who know how to win football games.
Yeah, I think the word of the day, Kate, is definitely experience. Two guys who've been through the season several times over, have seen a lot at this point in their career, and been through quite a bit on the field. All that experience is stored up there right between the ears. And the one who is more skilled at leveraging that experience, more than likely is going to come away with the win.
Here's Jason Myers to get this one going. And we're underway from Seattle. It's Brandon Powell with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Well, here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. And we'll get a look at their signal caller playing in his 7th season.
Sam Darnold's seen an awful lot in his career. Now he's hoping the 4th time is an actual charm. After being a first-round pick, it seems like eons ago for the New York Jets, the guy's experienced a ton of football. And I'll say this, he went into one of the great QB incubators there with Kyle Shanahan in San Francisco. And now we'll all get a chance to see how much he really did learn, how much he really did grow. He is still young in his career. And with the supporting cast in Minnesota, a pretty dynamic receiver on the outside, he's got some nice tools to work with.
And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Only took him one play, partner, and they've already made it to that 40-yard line. Now Darnold. Into the hands of Jefferson, complete. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They go play action on first. Bails out of the pocket quick. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Pretty even match in this first half. And you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that can go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. First carry here for Aaron Jones. And he hit a seam and got it to the opposing 44. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? We chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Now we'll see Ryan Wright come on for the Vikings to punt this away on 4th. So this one will go out of bounds, and they'll start the drive inside their own 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. They'll be led out by the 12th-year pro from West Virginia, Geno Smith.
When Geno Smith won Comeback Player of the Year, it was really hard to find another comp. You know, the NFL, we love to always compare and contrast guys from different eras or project them moving forward. But there just were not many stories like Geno Smith, who just waited and persevered a decade in the NFL before he flourished. But what came to life finally was just the arm strength the accuracy, the playmaking ability that was there at West Virginia, and it just took some time and maybe a little love from Pete Carroll at that time to really elevate his confidence and elevate his game.
And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it sets up Seattle with first down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
A play fake. Now Smith to throw. He rolls to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
Man, I don't ever want to be a defensive coordinator. They do so many things right to take away the pass, and then what happens? Well, you get a quarterback that lowers his head, gashes the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game. You take away the pass, but you can't stop the QB run.
Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. They go play action. Here's Smith. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
They've got a man in motion. Throwing on third, Smith. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring up fourth down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions, you get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Jason Myers out there now to try and field goal for the Seahawks on fourth down. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Myers' kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Ty Chandler to return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Now for the second time this game, we get a look at this Vikings offense. And they're certainly hoping for some better results here after that first drive ended in a punt. They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Starting the drive with a give to Jones. And he's brought down for a loss. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. Offense to the line for second down. Darnold. Forced out to his right. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back now, pressure on its way. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Design bootleg here. Pass is caught by Addison. And they limit the damage just a few yards on that gain. Devin Witherspoon there on the stop. Second down now, 7 to go. From the gun, here's Akers. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. They got 2 yards there, and that leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Throwing here, Darnold. That heater is going to fall to the turf.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game or already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
On again comes Ryan Wright for another punt. And that's going to pin them as deep as it can go. They're going to be set up inside their own 5-yard line. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just a field goal separates these two. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They'll have it here after forcing that punt to end the first. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
This close to your own goal line, they really don't want to risk a sack. That means, well, one option, run it and buy whatever breathing room you can.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing from near his own goal line. He's throwing deep to the left side. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done. Incomplete. DK Metcalf, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
You know, ball skills, they're not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Throw on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. They'll go with Walker on the counter. Has a lane past the 45. And he's finally stopped across midfield at the 47. It's a gain of 22. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during the game, and that run, That was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
And he's into the front for a gain of about 2. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Running with Walker again. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they need the same now here on 3rd down.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Smith on 3rd and short. He's got it near the 10. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Walker can't fight past that line. They stop him at the 3.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Went in the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. Smith in the pistol. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. One of the rare instances there, Brock, where the quick slant doesn't win against zone coverage. You just couldn't hang on to the football.
No, we know this, Kate. In man coverage, it's about that separation, right?
Yeah.
You've got to win and create leverage. Versus zone, it's all about that anticipation and accuracy. And if you're not on point, that zone defender can break it up.
On 3rd and goal, Smith. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks make it a 9-point advantage. Tyler Lockett, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Seahawks make it a 10-point ball game. Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Chandler now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Minnesota offense ready to set up shop again. They now trail by double digits after that last score, Brock. It's 10-0 partway through here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They give inside to Akers. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Brought down by Reek Woolen. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 30 on 2nd down. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. Call it 7 yards on the play, and that's enough for the 1st down.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Darnold now to throw. Complete. It's Akers.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
From the 47. He's got him. That's Addison. And he's going to be across midfield, close to the 45 before going out. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Darnold looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. He's got to gain a 6 there. Tackle made by Ernest Jones.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Vikings out of the hurry-up, need everyone back to the line. From the 40 on second down. He's on the move. Now he takes it, and he slides down with enough to pick up that first. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Here's Darnold to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. This one intended for the running back. And now it's second down.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. So that's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So a really tough spot here. This is third and a country mile. Here's Darnold. He beams one deep right side. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on first and goal. Working inside the red zone, and they score. It's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings make it a 1-score game before halftime. Jordan Addison, the touchdown. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
That one right down the middle. And the Vikings cut it to a field goal game. Raleigh set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Starting from the 5. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden Ratings Hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN-1, and make your case for who should get a boost. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. He puts some air under a deep throw to the left. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Back to the air, it's Smith. Flush down out to his left. Now here he goes. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing he woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep him moving forward.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. We've reached halftime from Seattle. It's the Seahawks leading in front of the home crowd. Now we'll go coast to coast. Jonathan Coachman standing by in our Orlando studios for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Back to you and Brock in a bit. But first, time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. It was the former comeback player of the year, Geno Smith, who was sharp in the first half. He was on point, throwing a touchdown pass to help his guys take the lead into the break.
As always, a hat tip to Coach for his hard work during the break, as we're happy to welcome y'all back for the start of our 3rd quarter. Here's Reichard set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. So as we get set to begin the 3rd quarter, it's the Seattle offense who's going to be out there first. The touchdown dropped this back to a 1-possession game, so they're hoping to get some breathing room right back here. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. First play of the drive. Here's Walker. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. 3 yards on the 1st down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Staying with Walker. And that's good for a gain of 5. That tackle made by Blake Cashman. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A humble 5-6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Motioning one of the tight ends. On 3rd down, Walker. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
If only this defense could look like that on every play, Kate. They were angry, motivated, focused. And they took that anger out on him and this offense, forcing a 4th down.
Fourth down punt from the Seahawks. And that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. The Vikings and receiver Jordan Addison getting set for this next drive. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for Justin Jefferson on that throw. So 2nd down coming up. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why. And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose. Short pass brought in. Decent gain here, but short of the first. It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Slot man motioned over. 3rd down. Here's Jones. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. That is teaching tape for a linebacker. Read, react, and finish. The Vikings getting their punt team out. Ryan Wright's the one to send it away. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. He takes the fair catch at about the 26-yard line. We don't get a return out of that punt. And it'll be Seahawks football. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Walker now from the gun. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They'll give up the gut to Walker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down. You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked. Smith on 1st down. A throw left side, caught by Smith and Jigba. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do. This is Walker on 2nd. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. They send a tight end in motion. Now an inside give to Walker. And he's going to go down right along midfield stripe. Pickup of 2 here. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Now Walker. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Brought to the ground by Cameron Bynum. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10. That counter could never get started. Good chance someone on that line telegraphed that play because the defense was all over it. Fortunate just to make it back to the line of scrimmage. They go with Walker here. And he'll get this through the midfield stripe and starts pushing into Vikings territory. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
When you don't have great success on first down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune third down situation.
Connects on the crosser. And he's marked down, looks like at the 32-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down. Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless third quarter for us. It's the Seahawks with it, currently with a not quite so comfortable lead. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. Second and 3 now. A play fake. Now Smith to throw. Toward the sideline, and he's got Metcalf. And he gets them down to the 9 before going out. Give him about 16 yards on that gain, Brock, and it sets him up with first and goal.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
All set up for an insurance score here. It's first and goal. From the red zone now. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on a throw, that's a go-to route to target.
Ball placed at the 7. It's second and goal. And again, it's Smith. Has it down close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. So now, here's third and goal. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Simply an incredible stand from this defense right there, and they've just fed off themselves after each stop. First and goal, second and goal. You could just feel that momentum down there, Kate. They've gotten more and more fired up, and it culminated by forcing the loss right there on third down.
An important attempt coming up here for Jason Myers. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond a field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Powell now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. The Vikings offense back to the field now. They're out and set, first and 10. They go play action here. Nowhere to go with it, so he just throws it away.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams would call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Running back sent in motion left. Hits him on the out route. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's just discipline with a capital D. The play in the huddle is a running back screen, but it takes discipline for that offensive line to not get downfield. Discipline for that receiver to stay alert, stay aware that he's a viable option as well.
Looking to throw. Into traffic, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
They're set up at the 35 now. They are throwing it again. Pass is caught by Addison. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. An easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 41. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
As an offense, you don't call a screen, Kate, expecting to gain just a few yards. You call it expecting to break out something big and substantial. But it's up to that defense to stay ahead of it, to keep it contained to something much smaller. Case in point right there.
Looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from Seattle. Vikings trail by 6. He'll throw it yet again. Has the connection to Hawkinson. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first. New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. To throw. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Looking to throw it. That's caught in stride by Addison. And he's going to be touchdown. Brock looks to be a couple yards shy of that marker.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. Throwing now. That's caught for the first. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Vikings out of the hurry-up. Need everyone back to the line. Escapes the pocket. He's going to keep it this time. Minnesota spends its 2nd time out here. Still one more in their pocket to use. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Now to throw. This throw is caught. And he almost gets to the 5. He goes out at the 6.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Jones trying the left side. And that play's brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. Now the Vikings use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. First and goal, they've got 4 chances to tie this one up. Back to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. And that sack going to cost them some yardage. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Seahawks winners as we say so long from Seattle.